welcome to the Cups of Consciousness show. I am Aleya, your host. I'm a doctor of Oriental medicine, a sound healer, the author and founder of the 7 Cups of Consciousness. I have produced 9 sound healing albums and have recorded over 2,000 meditations online. I am an energy practitioner and help people shift their consciousness using their energetic fields. And this show is all about using your energetic fields to shift your consciousness, as well as exploring energetic concepts that help you create a more empowered and connected life. This episode is an energetic session that explores concepts, energetic practices, and protocols that are similar to a prayer, which help you transform particular aspects of your life. When you listen, recognize that some part of you is using your energetic fields to shift your vibration, which in turn shifts your consciousness, your behaviors, your beliefs, how you react and respond. You might even go into an altered state, so use caution if you're driving or doing something that requires a focused mind. With all of this work that I present, remember that it is your energy shifting you in your own unique way. That way you stay in control and empower with your process. So take a deep breath in, pull yourself into your line of light, and explore your inner terrain in a safe and supported space. Let's dive in. When you are energetically sensitive, you are naturally going to be empathic. As you evolve and awaken, you actually become more empathic, because as we evolve, we become more sensitive. As we evolve, we also become more intense. And so we need new house rules of how to hold self as we evolve, awaken, and increase our sensitivity and intensity. So with empathic sensations, the journey is not about how do I turn off the empathic dial. The journey is how do you process the empathic experience differently. Prior to being highly sensitive, highly empathic, you might have tried to change other people's realities in order to fix it, soothe your own anxiety, be valued, be safe, support, feel connection. There's lots of reasons why we were originally empathic. And so there's a couple steps with this. We want to recognize that in the past, we were empathic because we wanted to fix. We wanted to fix because we were looking for our needs externally. So when you become more sensitive, the new stance is meeting needs internally so that you have the ability to create a safe container for somebody to have their emotions, their experience, without the need to fix. We only have a need to fix when we are looking for our needs external. And then I'm just looking at other layers around it. When we want to fix someone's emotions or their behavior to soothe ourselves because we're looking for our needs externally, then what starts to happen with the empathic experience is we take on their energy and we actually start processing their energy. It's called tongling. That's more an awakened, evolved way of taking on other people's energy. I personally don't align with tongling. Everyone's different depending on where they are in their journey. But we want to play with the idea that when you're highly sensitive, you get to a point where it's no longer appropriate to take on another person's energy and process their energy, because it actually derails them. It slows them down in their evolution. You're essentially saying that you're more capable of processing their energy than they are, which has a level of arrogance to it. And when we're super sensitive, then that starts to jam our system. And now we're not modeling a strong, coherent field. So whenever we're talking about energetic concepts, we are also really focused on, okay, well, what's the how of the solution, the antidote for this challenge? So you take a deep breath in, pull yourself into your divine line, and maybe even place your hand upon your heart chakra. And feel into your current level of sensitivity, awareness, and intensity that you are holding now compared to 10 years ago or 20 years ago. You might have been super sensitive 20 years ago without a lot of framework. But now you've got a lot more sensitivity and you probably have a more supportive framework, hopefully. And or are building it now. And so just feel into how you've become more sensitive, more intense, more aware today than you were a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Because of your level of sensitivity, awareness, and intensity, you need to hold the energy differently. And then step 2, invite your higher self, body, divas, higher self, and teams to energetically reference how you are starting to take responsibility for your needs internally, as opposed to giving responsibility for all of your needs away to others. Of like, oh, everybody value me, hold a safe space for me, appreciate me, respect me, connect with me, support me. Respect my boundaries. That's you giving responsibility for all of your needs away. So you, at the level of your higher self, body, divas, higher self, and teams, holding responsibility for all of your needs deep in your core. And this is a muscle that just gets stronger the more we do it. So it's like holding responsibility for your needs deep in your core. And then invite your higher self, body, divas, higher self, and teams to reference a dimension where you can hold a safe space for somebody to process their emotions. You don't have to fix their emotions, but you need a new job. And the new job is safe space for you to process your emotions. Safe space for humanity to process its emotions, or not. Safe space to feel the emotions, or be with the emotions or the experience, whatever it might be. Safe space for them to have whatever experience they are choosing, they are creating, they are in. New job, holding a safe space. And you might even say to yourself, my new job is holding a safe space for people to have an experience. My new job is to hold a safe space for people to have whatever experience they need to have. And see if you can feel by holding that safe space that actually creates a distance between you and all the people in your life that is healthy, that is good, that creates a level of distance that gives you clarity and greater compassion and greater neutrality. You're not enmeshed in their world, which means you are going to be less reactive. And then you can model a strong, coherent field, positively, empathically impacting them, not because you need to have them value you, appreciate you, respect you, but because you want to live in a lovely inner world. So, new job, holding a safe space, gives you a distance. Then invite your higher self, body, divas, higher self, and teams to return any emotions that you might have been holding, processing, shifting, changing, tongue-linging. Return all of their emotions, their thought forms, their behaviors, their beliefs, the empathic sensations back to them in that safe space. And you might even say to yourself, I do not need to process or fix another person's emotions to feel better about myself, to feel a sense of purpose, to be respected, to be valued, to be connected, to feel a sense of support. I'm just going to hold a safe space. I'm going to value that safe space that I'm holding. And they get to process those emotions or not while I hold a safe space. And then you are not energetically, physically, or emotionally processing energy that is not calibrated for your fields. And one of the guides just said something really interesting. They said that when we try to process emotions that are not calibrated for our fields, i.e., the emotions of another, we go into dis-ease. Dissonance, dis-ease. When we process our own emotions, our own experience, there's flow. There's a shift. There's a vibrational shift. There's transformation. There's awakening. There's evolution. But when we try to process the energy and the emotions, challenges, karma that is not our own, it gets jammed in the channels. We go into overwhelm, confusion, frustration, fear. We're using all of those emotions to try to return that energy that is not calibrated to our fields back to its right and perfect place. So whenever we're bringing in these energetic practices, we always want to bring in a short little one-liner. that you could just be in a mantra of for a minute or 2 minutes anytime you run into a little energetic pickle. And it is, I am returning all energy that I am not calibrated for. I am returning all energy. And when I say energy, it's energy in motion. That could be emotion, it could be behaviors, it could be thought forms, it could be karma, it could be spiritual lessons. I am returning all energy that I am not that is not calibrated for me. I'm returning all energy that is not calibrated for me, or that does not belong to me, back to its right and perfect place. For you, the soul, the body, and the teams. And then just feeling how you're meeting your needs deep in your core. And then we stop taking on the energy of others. We only take on the energy of others when we're looking for our needs externally. You have been listening to the Cups of Consciousness show with me, Aleya Dow. Receive a free month of the Cups of Consciousness. Go to 7cupsofconsciousness.com. When you get your free month, you will get 5 cups a week for 4 weeks. You'll also receive access to a live Tall Cup of Consciousness session. Feel free to review the show. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Aho.